Hello everyone and welcome to another review. Today we're going to go ahead and review a fragrance that was released in the year of 2005. The fragrance we're going to touch upon today is called Boss Soul. Now this fragrance is from the house of Hugo Boss. It's one that flew under my radar. It wasn't really one that I was paying attention to, but I decided to go ahead and review it. The bottle looks pretty cool. You guys just saw the picture of it and, I was like, alright, might as well just go ahead and give it a shot. I'm actually kind of surprised that Hugo Boss had released so many fragrances. I didn't realize that they were churning out fragrances at an insane capacity, but they were and they are. So without any further ado, let's just go ahead and start touching upon the actual fragrance itself. Now it's available in two main sizes, a 3 ounce and a 1.7 ounce. You can easily find this one discounted and you might have a little bit of trouble finding it should you so choose to go ahead and purchase it. But do some searching around and you'll see that you might be able to get this one off of a couple people that are actually out there. Alright, now notes of the fragrance are on screen. The biggest takeaway for this fragrance that I am commenting on is the cardamom. Now whenever a fragrance has cardamom, I immediately kind of become skeptical of the fragrance, and the reason is, on my skin at least, I'm not sure about other people's, but it does come off, cardamom becomes a BO type scent. It comes off as a scent that really reminds me of like curry or just BO that isn't a pleasant smell to necessarily have around. So that's just my personal experience with a note of cardamom, and as such I'm always kind of skeptical on it. But you spray it on and initially it does kind of have a little bit of a cardamom-y type smell, but really the main notes here are pepper. It's got this a little bit of a nutmeggy, cinnamony type of a note. Vanilla kind of comes into it just a little bit, but it really just comes off as bright and peppery is essentially what the fragrance is going to come off as. Now as the fragrance kind of develops, I do start to get a little bit more of that cardamom coming in, but it still remains not heavily cardamom-y, but it still remains clean, which is a very pleasant surprise for the fragrance. On the downside to it is it just smells like a clean, peppery type scent, and you've smelled the type of a scent. If you've been into fragrances, you've smelled this kind of scent everywhere. It's not a bad scent, it's just a scent that's been done so many times. It's your typical musky, citrusy, and spicy a little bit, type of a scent that comes off. Very clean, very professional. This is a fragrance that you can easily wear to work, and I would highly recommend it for work if you're looking for a work fragrance. But outside of that, I would not recommend wearing this one out on a date. I would not recommend wearing this casually or anything like that. It's just, very there and just kind of blandish. I go about 3-4 sprays with this, although you can get away with many more. This is not going to choke anyone out. This is a fragrance that goes good in the spring and the summer. It's not necessarily a good fall or winter fragrance. And the other problem with this fragrance is it does not have any longevity to it. So this was lasting on my skin anywhere between 3 and 5 hours. 5 hours is kind of pushing it, but I'm going to say it lasts 5 hours just because 2 or 3 times it did. But the other times it was really gone, and even the time that it did, it was kind of like, I'm really searching for it, but I did smell it. So I'm going to say it lasts like 4 hours basically on my skin. So I don't really feel that they really put a lot of effort into this one. They just kind of threw some things together to make it smell like a nice, smelling scent. This is one of those type of scents that would easily pass your smell test if you're in, a department store and you smell it real quick and you're like, oh, that smells nice, I'm going to go ahead and take this one home. And then you get home and you're surprised or, kind of shocked that you've got this particular scent. All right. It's a fragrance that I would recommend for any age group that's kind of out there. It would not necessarily be a big compliment getter. I think you would probably do decent with compliments with this, but I would not call it a known compliment getting fragrance. So take with that what you will. But I do really like the pepper note and the pepper that they did with it. It's not too peppery where it's causing me to sneeze or anything like that, but it's nice in that regard. I just can't really get over the cardamom that's still in there, and my brain's just kind of hardwired to that scent at this point. All right. So that's pretty much it. If I'm going to go ahead and give this fragrance a rating, I give it a rating 2 out of 5 stars. Now it gets 2 out of 5 stars for a couple reasons. One, I'm not really giving it any credit for the scent. It's decent, the scent is decent. Yes, I've said that before. However, it's you can literally take a quarter, toss it up in the air, and find, you know, a scent that is equivalent or better. So it's nothing to write home about that. It's not a unique scent. It's a scent that does not last a good amount of time on my skin, at least. You know, 4 hours is what I'm throwing it at. Doesn't last a good amount of time on my skin. The main thing that it has going for it is you can find this pretty cheap on discounted sites. So if you're looking to kind of add something that fits that niche into your collection, go ahead and throw it in, and it may suit its purpose. But you know, if you're looking for that clean, kind of peppery, kind of spicy type scent, then go ahead and take a look at this one, see if it fits your needs. But for me, I'm just kind of like, you know, it's okay on that. So 2 out of 5 stars. All right. So if you have any other opinions, or if you have any experience with this fragrance, please leave it down below. Leave it for people. I always leave the comments there, so other people can kind of get their, you know, get a more full opinion of the actual fragrance. All right. Thank you guys. Take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.